Some comments already. TC Kid Solo's there. Good man, TC Kid Solo. Martin's there. What fun are we getting tonight? It's kind of like we'll start off with the intro. Welcome to Sunday Surgery Live with me, Doctor Lefthandthread. And tonight on the surgery, we have the Boulevard of Broken Drills. It's kind of like a behind the scenes look at what is actually going on at the minute. I've had a very busy week in my day job, and I haven't had as much time to work in the surgery as I would have liked. And I've got, due to being on TikTok, I've got an increased workload. People are contacting me from all over to try and fix stuff. So I've got loads of stuff. Some I should be able to fix tonight, some I will not. But we're going to go through it all as I've just... This arrived in a box today. It arrived over the last... I'd say after the last week here. So we'll see what happens. And who else? Does everybody like the stream? Everybody on board there? That's great. There could be sparks tonight, John Paul Thornton. And thanks for the tips on the... Between you and Gaz Bone, thanks for the tips and the batteries and everything else. It's all very useful. We're all helping each other here. We're going to have a look now at what we have for tonight's... Hold on tight, I hope this isn't too disorientating. I've got a whole pile of stuff here, look at this. It's a whole pile of stuff. This is a Bosch. I'll start off with this, Paul Cook there. I'll start off with this Bosch. But before I start with the Bosch, I must tell you about the battery from last week. The 5 amp battery from last week that was out of balance. If you got time to look on, John Paul Thornton's seen it already. The video went out at 8:30 today. It's out about an hour and a half. So you'll see what became of it, and it's on its way back to Galway. And in fact, I have another battery here tonight. It's from a mile away. I'm going to have to do something with. But anyhow, this Bosch is 2013. And it's a switch is the problem. So how do we look at that during the week? And obviously I couldn't pull the switch out of the ether, but there's some lovely people from the Asian continent. They're going to send me one. So hopefully that's there before Christmas. So that's the first thing. That's the first thing. Next thing is, you'll remember this Bosch from a few weeks ago. The Bosch from a few weeks ago, and the story on the Bosch is, I was ordering brushes for it. The brushes did come, but they came broken. So I had to reorder them again. So I have one brush for it, one broken brush. So that's going to have to wait too. We're going to go through all these one at a time. I'm just going to maybe go through the ones that's maybe not able to be sorted tonight. This one here, you can see what's wrong with that. The casing's cracked. And I was thinking of taking it apart and Q-bonding it. However, I thought again, let's see what's going on. Sorry for the camera angle there, guys. Anyway, it's supposed to be going this. Maybe not wise to run it too long with the brushless motor. Probably needs the casing to hold it in place right. So what I did was I ordered a second-hand casing from Fleabay for a few bob, and I'm going to probably go down that road. So that's one there. This one, I don't know if we can tackle this one tonight, because I'll tell you why. It depends what's wrong with this one. Somebody's already been at it. The screws are slack here. This DCD 796 is obviously not going. She's not even lighting, which might indicate that the switch assembly is the problem. I have a spare motor for one of them. The motor doesn't come separate, but I've came in contact with the motor for one of them. Handy enough. But I think it's a switch assembly is the problem. There's no light there, nothing. So I'm going to have to take my time with that one. Not tonight, I'm afraid. This one, you can see what's wrong with that. This is, see if we have a butt holder. There's a butt holder there. You can see the problem. But I can fix that tonight because I have the kit. That's what we need. This is actually not even the 3-speed. This is a 787 you'd buy in a screw fix or something. It's not even the 887. So I'll maybe give that a bash. So there's the kit for that. Anyhow, and I'm a wee bit disappointed that the casing didn't arrive for the other one, because we could have done that tonight. Didn't arrive in time. And I'm a bit disappointed the broken brushes. This is a BHR. There's Darren, good man Darren. BHR 202 Makita. And this Makita is not functioning. None of the lights are on, but no one's home, you know. So we'll just pull the brush out to see. I've had the brush out of this, but I'm just going to show you. I'm just going to show you what's going on. There we are. Look at that. There's many words for that, and good isn't one of them. That's finished. So if a set of brushes are ordered for that, but through the snail mail, it isn't here yet either. I could have done that for you tonight too. But we'll get something tonight. I have some stuff in store for you guys. I ordered brushes for that lovely device, because I would say that's all wrong with. There was a mechanic told me one time. You always start with the easiest thing. So order a wee cheap set of brushes off Fleabay, and then we'll try it then. Hitachi or Koki grinder not functioning. Brushed thing. See a better screwdriver or not. It's hard to say. There's a lot of wear on them, but it's hard to say. What the guy did tell me about this, and I'm kind of concerned. He told me I was exposed to some kind of water or wetting of some sort. Which I thought the brushes may have been stuck, you know. This is the first time I deal with brushes out of her. But, let's see. But even without even taking brushes out, or what I did was, as I took the opportunity of just ordering a set of brushes for that. Just, it's hardly no money. Let's see this. Uh-oh. What's wrong with this picture? I don't know if you can see that. The brush is stuck down in there. I would need to open that to see how bad it is. I suppose we're only 9 minutes in. I could pull the side off her to see. Could I? There can't be much to it. I'm a bit concerned when he says that there was some kind of water exposure to this one. Because when you pull the switch, pull the trigger, you're not even getting, there's a wee light on here somewhere. There's no battery light or nothing going on. There's really nothing happening. He may have fried the electronics in that thing. I don't think that's on. You think it's possibly a bad bearing in the Makita? Well, like a lot of these things, there's not many people fixing stuff. You wonder why, wouldn't you, Darren? There's not many people fixing stuff, and usually when I get these things, there was an occasion last week I had to go ahead. During the week, I had to go ahead and fix a multi-tool. Usually people are in no hurry. They just say, well, I'll buy a new one, because they need them every day, and they say, I'll buy a new one, and sure, you fix that one for a spare one. That usually be the kind of attitude to it. Which I like. I'm under no pressure to get parts or anything. So if the bearing is bad, I suppose it'll make for more of might make for a repair video down the line. So we'll have a look at this and really see if there's anything. I'm hoping it's one of the brushes fixed to arm to. I'll not be able to tell a while lot probably, but we're only 11 minutes in, and we've gone through it right, but like I say, the battery from last week had what you want to get in Bangkok if you're going on holiday in Bangkok. It has had a happy ending. So all's well that ends well with that one. That's way back down to Galway. Okay, Neil Shaughnessy, who contacted me on TikTok. All right. At least I'm not afraid of damaging the brushes, because they are finished anyway. No matter what way it goes. It's sort of sealed. You're stuck together. There we are. There we are. That's an interesting one about the bearing, making the brushes go bad. Could be just wore out too. We could be lucky. There is a wee board in that. That's well sealed there, but what do we see? You wouldn't know. You wouldn't know. What's the bearings like in this? Let's see. The brush holder doesn't seem to be melted like you would see in a lot of the Makitas. There's BW's Electronic, yeah. I know I went early BW's Electronic because sorry for the camera shake. Anyway, I went early because I've been overrunning with my streams. Although, thank you very much for last week, guys. Thanks for tuning in and witnessing the disaster. I think that bearing's in well good shape. It's not great. It's in the way out, that. Maybe that caused a bit of heat and whatnot. I don't think this thing's burnt out. I think if I put a set of brushes in it, she'll go again. I think the bearing's in a suboptimal condition. My stream last week was very, very well viewed. It was one of the best viewed streams I've had in a long, long time. But there should be more to come. I think of an SDS coming to me. I might do a big fix on her sometime. A railway 1-inch sander. Are you going to home We would call it depot, but you call it depot. You think of a drywall cutout tool. Are you going for a Ryobi drywall cutout tool, or what kind of cutout tool are you going for? So we'll have to get a set of brushes for this, guys, and make her fantastic again. Make her into the fantastic machine that was designed in Tokyo, Japan. There we are. All too easy. It's not too hard to work at, this wee thing. There's not much to her. She's a wee bit like the Makita Rigid. Rigid. As far as I can gather from you guys, in the States, that Rigid might as well be Milwaukee. So it's a TTA thing as well. It's AEG. There's no difference in that damn screws. Is there? Possibly. Possibly that's a better length for a screw there. And the wrong screw in the wrong place. Putting it in the wrong hole, which can happen. Whilst putting it in the wrong hole, sometimes it's better to ask for forgiveness rather than permission. Bit of free life advice for you guys out there. Anyhow, Rigid is TTI. They make Milwaukee, and it's known as, have you ever seen AEG as well? It's the same as AEG in Europe, but there's nobody selling AEG power tools that I know about locally, but you never know the way it's going. Seen my Donegal counterpart, Dean Doherty, advertising quite an interesting, or was he advertising or was he reviewing it? Whatever way it was, he was reviewing this skill drill and skill grinder, and they didn't look bad, you know. They didn't look bad. So that's another job for another day, but we're gonna have to fix something for you guys, because this is getting ridiculous. We'll go through the rest of them first. AEG and Rigid are the same thing. We have 3 Milwaukee batteries. The dirt of my mind is not, my mind is a very complex and damaged thing. We're best not to talk about that if we can avoid it. We have 3 little Milwaukee batteries. This one came from a mile down the road, and I actually did a bit of cell replacement on this afternoon. There's what battery for each other, Paul Cook? Not many batteries for each other. This came from a mile down the road, and I slapped 2 cells on it, but I'm either going to have to do a reset or slap one of these Chinese inboards onto it, you know. I'm thinking Chinese inboard because that's more fun for you guys to watch. Review what? Review what, John Paul Thorne? I'm talking so much nonsense. I'm sort of lost in what you're saying to me. Until your answer comes up, I'll talk about these batteries. Look at these old things here. Look at the font on the side of them. 3 ampere. I'll tell you what's wrong. This one here, it's got the flashing light, has it? If you hold the button on, it gives you all 4, but that's not good. That's got the full bars. That's reading about 20 volts. But this battery is not good. It's not holding up when you use it. So the cells have been discharged and recharged too many times. We're just going to give it back to the guy and say there's really nothing it can do short of a full rebuild on that one. But you can't fix what's this here thing here, look. Right. It's got flashing lights. But what's wrong with this? I did test this one. Rigid and the other. Rigid and the other. The battery, the rigid and the AG, I don't know if they've had each other. Probably do, you know. There's Ed, the old tech guy. Good to see you, Ed. Good to see you on the stream. I know you're a busy man. This battery, I opened it and tested it. I'll show you. I might as well just show you, and then you shall know. Because we're going to have to get on with fixing some kind of thing tonight. 16 volts. Dean Doherty on about review stuff. Oh, aye. Dean the Greaser. He was reviewing the skill drill and an angle grinder. Now that'd be more prevalent in the USA, the skill cordless stuff. We wouldn't see it much around here, so maybe some of that stuff's filtering into us, and that wouldn't be a bad thing. That's showing 16.5 volts roughly, 16.2 volts. Looks like 16.5 when I'm looking at the reflection. But anyway, on the screen there, 16.2. And you would normally jump start that if you were not the de facto battery doctor of the internet, you know. I must tell you guys, I have some of the screws out. This is going to save time as well. I must tell you guys that I got contacted by a company called K Wheats the other day, and they're going to send me a couple of multimeters to review, so that should be fun. So we'll see how you get on with them. I suppose they're starting to send me stuff that I can't blow up live. And how do you blow up a multimeter? Does anybody know? Blow them up live? No, I'll not. I'll maybe try and give them an honest, hopefully unbiased review. But as Ed, the old tech guy, aptly pointed out one time there, you feel if somebody gives you something free like that, no matter what the best will in the world, you seen the way the Bai Hong chainsaw went. I was honest about that. With the best will in the world, you want to give an unbiased review, but if somebody gives you something free, you tend to try and give them a good review. We'll get multimeter. I didn't blow my Van Lab one up that they sent me one time as well, so I got that in free. But they're just not getting well excited about Doctor Lefthandthread because it's not big enough. His channel's not big enough, so it's all right. There's virtually nothing those two cells. The other cells are reading about 4. They're all reading about 4 the whole way down, you know, the other banks of cells. So it's this bank of cells in the end that's the problem. So skill used to be very popular. There's still people come on where I work and ask for skill saws, and what they mean is a circular saw, because that's what people wanted. People wanted a skill saw. There was a good little skill plug-in saw that was going on the go a few years ago. That was great, affordable and great. 2 favourite things. Cheap and it worked. Who wants to see me cutting out cells out of a battery with a Dremel? That would be riveting, wouldn't it? Because it's not a live stream with Doctor Lefthandthread if there's no element of danger. Danger should be my middle name, but it's not. I pulled these 2 cells from an old 3 ampere Milwaukee earlier on today, so these are going to be the donor cells. And I've got them up to the same voltage, so hopefully I'll be able to reset it. I mightn't be able to get this one to go, because I tried to reset one of these before and I haven't had much luck, to be honest. Always good to have an element of danger. If this slips and goes through a cell, this could be my last stream. It was great knowing you guys. I'm wearing safety glasses. Safety first. Honestly, this is not safe. Yeah, I could get away with that one. Oh, you see that? Uh-oh. It's not a live stream with Doctor Lefthandthread, there's not sparks. Yeah, I think so. There we are. That's good enough. Just cut her across the model there, yeah. Oh well. I'll just pop them off now. So we don't need them. Right. There is Brad212, Dr. Threadless. Brad, I'm trying to anger that guy that took exception to seeing a little bit of sparks in my videos. That was good. Dr. Threadless. Very good, guys, very good. Anyway, we're still alive. We'd love to fight another day. I get the pliers and break that bit off. Oh, dear, dear. Not. Safety first. He is going mad. He's sitting trying to install a man pawn at the same time as being outraged by my videos. Them sort of guys install man pawns, even if it's not their time of the month. Anyhow, That's not fair. He's probably a good guy. I bet his husband loves him. It's not fair. We don't know these people. Everybody's got their point of view. There we are. I hope he's happy wherever he is, because, you know, there's plenty of unhappiness in the world to go around, so hopefully he's alright. Hopefully that guy's alright. I do think about him sometimes. Think about him. How's this going to work? This is going to be dog rough as usual, guys. So no change, no deviation from form. This is going to be dog rough. I think I enjoy being dog rough when it's live. You'd be frothing at the mouth watching me do this. That's the thing about where I am. In North Tyrone, no one can hear you scream unless you're live streaming on the internet or something. That was potentially dangerous, but I got away with it. Again. Anyhow, let's see if we can get this done. This is dog rough, guys. It's kind of a badge of honour now being dog rough. It's kind of like, who let the dogs out all the time? Who let the dogs out? It's not going to fly there now. We'll see. Dean Doherty's a good repairman, but you wouldn't catch him at this carry-on. You wouldn't catch anybody at this carry-on. I'm the only battery madman on the internet. Everybody else has so much respect for batteries. What's the best way to cut that? Oh yeah, I have a Dremel. That's safe around battery cells. That's safe there. Right. That's safe there. That's safe as anything. Yeah. This is amazing, guys. This is gonna well, hey. God knows. We don't know his story. I'm trying to be diplomatic about him now. I didn't fall out with him. I don't know what you know about Dr. Lefthandthread, but I'm going to tell you something about him you may not know. Dr. Lefthandthread's got a sort of a rule, an unwritten rule to his life. I'm like everybody else. There's some people who would consider me not their friend. They might not like me. They're Barker XSA. I think I must have been India in my last life, because I see these guys fixing things in India, and I kind of have more in common with them than I have with my own countrymen. Anyway, because they can fix anything, they just make everything work. But shout out to Indians. So, what was I saying? The thing you don't know about Dr. Lefthandthread, yes, I lost my train of thought there. I was thinking about the whole Indian nation there, and it sort of lost my train of thought. Anyway, the thing you may not know is I never fall out with anybody, but people have fallen out with me. You could call me the most hideous thing tonight, and say and just be generally unpleasant to me or do anything, and I will not fall out with you. I'll continue to speak to you as long as you want to speak to me. I don't care about that. I don't throw hussy fits. I don't care. But some people choose not to speak to me. The people I've lost as friends or acquaintances have all been people that just decided that they didn't like me anymore. I personally didn't care either way. I personally did not give There's plenty of guys that like me, and there's plenty of guys, good guys out there that don't take hussy fits and don't go mad when something things are suboptimal. And we can all have bad days. Looking for the remainder of my solder John Paul Thornton telling me to buy, and I've more coming. This is great stuff. Thank you very much for this. I would say the guys that are coming on this stream this Sunday night, I would consider you friends. I've never met a lot of you face to face. I've certainly never talked to any of you. A lot of you, some of you I've talked to. I would know Darren in the real world over the phone, and I would know Paul Cook and Martin Kelly for years. And you other guys are newer friends, and I've communicated with Ed the Old Tech Guy and comments and stuff on YouTube, and actually through happy accident one day, I was on a live stream on TikTok, and Ed the Old Tech Guy, his name popped up. He was viewing it, and I invited him on live, and we must have had a 10 or 15 minute conversation. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Ed's a good guy. Ed's very decent. Ed's a decent guy. He's like a guy that would what way would I explain Ed? Ed sees the good in everybody. Ed would go out of his way to stay friends with you if he could. He's a good guy. I really like him. And he's an intelligent guy, and he's a hard-working guy. He's all of that. And when I say he's from Chicago, I think he's from Chicago. I'm not sure. This is not going to work, boys, I would say. She's all joined up, like. But I would say she's not going to work. I don't know, mate. I shouldn't be so negative. Worst comes to worst, I could slap a Chinese board on it. No, I can't slap a Chinese board on that because that's a 3 amp. Slap a Chinese board on this later on, I think. That's what I'll do. Hopefully I have enough solder there to do the job. We're probably going to try gas bulling stunt now. I'm not too kind, Ed. You're too kind. If anybody in this world is too kind, it's Ed. Ed's 100%. That's what Ed is. I know you don't get a chance to be on my lives, watching my lives very often, Ed, but this is the kind of nonsense that goes on. I know some of my videos are quite decent and they show decent fixes or whatever, but there's a lot of wacky stuff goes on the Sunday nights. A lot of wacky stuff, and the guys that come every Sunday night enjoy it, and I enjoy doing it. So hopefully you still think I'm alright after this, Ed. I'm going to try gas Bollins reset. And this is the negative terminal. This is the one. This is the negative terminal here. What do I get? This is gas Bollins top. Oh, don't do that. That's to be sparks, doesn't it? And you connect it onto the terminal beside it, you know. Milwaukee. Milwaukee. So you do that, you put a Milwaukee tool and you pull the trigger, and then you take it off, and then you tighten the charger and it magically resets the board, which I must admit, guys, it did work for this here. The video of that'll be out now. This is a 12 amp that I fixed. Oh, thank you very much, Ed. It's a Sunday night. There's sparks. There's no smoke this tonight. Probably going to have a smokeless night, you know. You're probably going to have a smokeless night, you know. So I was very pleased to get this reset. I brought up one of the banks had fallen low on this, and there was a one single flashing light. And two of the banks had fallen low on this, and I brought up the banks of cells with my X-Tar charger. And you'll see that in my videos. I have 2 long form videos out tonight, out this afternoon and tonight. And the second one should be just about out now. And that'll show you how to, I don't think it's going to work on this thing. No. It's not working. Unless I try a different drill or something, I don't know. I got it to work in the 12 amp. And I don't think it's going to work in the 5 amp either, that I have fixed earlier on too. This is a different drill. This is a brush drill. I don't know if it makes any difference. I love this old drill. I bought this on eBay and fixed it up. But anyhow, we'll do the trick again. This trick did work on the 12 amp, so I can't say that it doesn't work. But I couldn't get it to work on the 5 amp this afternoon. There's no light anyway. That ain't gonna work, guys. I'll have to go back to the drawing board with that one. But anyhow, we'll leave that aside and we'll move swiftly on. Ed, did you give me money? Ed, why did you... Thank you, Ed. Thank you, Ed. Thank you very much. That's very kind. That's very kind, Ed. To be honest, that's very kind. And it's good to hear from you. I'm privileged to have you in my streams. I'm privileged to have you as a friend on YouTube and TikTok as well. Even you don't find the fully working Makita. Makita is a non-fussy repairman's dream. You're speaking to a non-fussy repairman here now. That was what the guys in America would call a dumpster rescue, or what we call a skip rescue. And what that is that was a DHP 458. It's got a different code in the USA. That the motor was completely burnt out. And I think I got a motor and a set of brushes for that for $21.58. And I fixed it. And I have a decent old drill. I keep all these things. I have loads of these things. I fixed some of them up. I have about 4 Makita drills now. I have 2 Milwaukee drills. I know we're slagging off Milwaukee, but I love this old brush Milwaukee as well. I love this whole thing. I wouldn't part with this. These things there's a story attached to them. Kind of sentimental value or something with them, or whatever, you know. Anyhow, this one has the same problem. I replaced 2 cells in this, and it's got a flashing light. The reset will probably not work, but anyway, we'll try it. And if it doesn't, we'll slap our old friend, little board from the Asian continent, will be slapped onto it in my usual style. That's always entertaining. Some of you guys out there may be hoping this doesn't work. Usual thing, connect these 2 terminals. Anyhow, definitely working the 12 amp. And we'll try the brushless drill, because that's working the 12 amp. The light come on, so that's good. Maybe that's a sign. No, green light. I don't think that should be showing a green light, because I think it's not charged. No, flashing light. I'm finding it hard to reset the 3 amps and the 5 amps this way. But it did work in the 12, so I can't say it didn't work. And I have a video up. It's probably going out about now. Hang on, guys, I'm going to turn off the heat. It's getting too warm in here. High pressure's coming on. It's getting warmer about here again. The Makita tools are fun because if you have modular replacement, I done a multi-tool on Thursday night, live on TikTok, and I would have kept it for tonight, to be honest, because I've been busy all week. Only the guy was looking for it for Friday morning. I put a motor in a multi-tool for him on Thursday night, Makita. Took me 20 minutes on TikTok and it went smoothly. Unlike these streams. What do you use for your go-to tools for? Preference for brand? No. I don't really have a preference for brand. I'm just like I'm a multi-platform madman. I can see the value of all of them, to be honest. I don't hate any of them. I see value in all of them. I have everything. I have Makita. I have the 3 big ones, and I have a brand that you don't have in America as well, Geometry. I have got the M12 Milwaukee. It goes in M12 batteries. Exactly, a dual tech guy. You ask Darren Irvine. Darren Irvine's on the stream, and he'll know. He's in the live chat there. He'll know. He'll agree with me and Ed. Darren's a repairman for his living, full time. He's not just a moonlighter like me. But me and him would agree that the repairability, and Ed as well agrees, the repairability of Makita tools is second to none. Second to none. I agree with Paul Cook as well. I do like Dewalt. Why I like Dewalt is because the affordability of them. They have a general affordability. And those wee 5 amp batteries, you never have to reset the boards in them. As long as you can get the cells onto them, you'll get them going again. Then we Dewalt 5 amp batteries. They're so simple. But I've got a bit more sophisticated with the battery stuff now. I've got there's a couple of cells I was charging. Got the VC4 X-Tar charger. And if you watch my videos that are going out tonight, you'll see what I'm doing with them. I'll have lots of fun with them. But I think them 3 amp, I don't know about them now. I think they're cutter. This one now I'm going to slap a Chinesian board on it. Definitely Dewalt for affordability, and they get a good range. They now have the power stack batteries. I was skeptical about the power stack batteries, but I'm kind of warming up to them. I've got good feedback from people that have been using them. And I don't know what's going to happen with the pricing going forward. If they're going to get cheaper, what's going to happen to the old ones with the 21 or the 18650 sales on them, price wise? If you're going to end up getting a power stack for £80, are you going to pay £60 for a 5 amp ordinary? I don't know. It's a very exciting time for battery technology, and Makita haven't got on board with the pouch cell revolution, which I kind of see as a mistake. It's probably a marketing mistake. You can get parts anywhere from Makita. That's great. That's great. Get parts anywhere from Makita. You can just get on eBay. If you know how to look up a parts diagram at all, put the part number on, and you'll get about 8 options on the part what to buy. Just fill the screen options. One cheaper than the other. Dewalt can be very similar to the older Dewalt, but that's getting more like Milwaukee as well for its modular replacement. It's good when you have a guy like Darren that sends you a box of second-hand motors and switch assemblies. That's very useful. That keeps you going with your modular replacement in your Dewalt very well. Anyhow, it's time for cutting the board off a 5 amp red lithium battery now. And we shall get a battery going before the end of the night, or I shall blow myself up. Either way, you get an entertaining stream, hopefully. Have to prep the board as well, I forgot about that. Can do that. I'll just get this off first, sure. If you take the old one off, there's more room for the new one. It's nice if you're not dependent on tools for your livelihood. If you're like a DIY or semi-DIY guy and you just need a drill that does the job, you could buy an old Makita and keep it running, you know, one of those ones. If you're a crazy doctor like me. No sparks, guys. Sorry about that. Bosch got a new battery for multi-use. Is that John Paul Thornton? Is that the one that Husqvarna are using? Husqvarna has got a DIY sort of semi-DIY range of battery tools, blowers and all sorts of things, and strummers and things like that. That use a 20-volt battery. It's a Spire, but it's apparently a Bosch battery, so it's a multi-platform battery. Husqvarna are using it, so I think that's the one you're talking about. I think that's the one that it is. That's a game changer, but it's not just making it too fast into the professional range. I think. Let's see if we'll cut that off from another angle to get it tighter. No fingers were lost so far in the making of this live stream broadcast. Thank you for watching. Count them. They're still there. Roger's Tool and Mischief. I see you did a review on this, but I didn't get time to watch it because I was about to go live. Good to see you on the stream. Glad you made the show, but the show, we've been through a lot in the show so far. But you might have got to the finale anyway, so you might be all right. Right. For Rogers, Tools and Mischief, who's late to the show, what we're doing here is removing the board from a M18 5 ampere battery and putting on one of my beautiful little Chinese boards. Look at that there. Isn't that a thing of beauty? So what we have to do before we slap it on is do a little bit of prep using the machine you reviewed, but I didn't get time to watch yet. But I will watch it, I promise. Thank you for making it. Still got an amazing amount of strip left, that's good. Nearly out of solder though. But not to worry. This is how they do it exactly in the Makita factory, you know. This is exactly how they do it. They use a pair of scissors and they do it in a tin shed with the rain coming down the roof. Because I was talking to a guy from the factory and that's exactly how they do these. They want to fit a board on, they just, you know, this is how they do it. Oh, them boards is handy. I'll tell you what I like about them boards. I don't know if you've seen the video. It's one that I fixed the grease gun, a Milwaukee grease gun. And how I fixed it, it wasn't going on its battery. It was only going through a battery adapter. So what I done, the guy only was using it, it's the only Milwaukee item he had. And he was using a 4 amp battery in his grease gun. And his grease gun wouldn't go in that battery. And there's nothing wrong with the battery. The battery would run every other tool. So I slapped one of these Chinese boards on it. And it was perfect. Sometimes there was a little fault in Milwaukee tools. I know when there's a fault in your tools, goes on fire, whatever. All them safety things. And they're all good, like, you know. But you know what I'm like. Sometimes I think it's too sensitive. And the old board will cry foul too early. It'll say, I'm not going to go. When it should go fine well. The board says no. So if you slap one of these Chinese boards on, I don't care about any of the Milwaukee rules. They don't live by Milwaukee rules. They live by Chinese rules. And in Chinese everything has to go. Everything must work. It just has to go. Don't take no for an answer. I know a guy with a perfectly good impact driver, and he has the same problem. I'm not going into the genuine batteries. It was very funny because I took his impact driver home to have a look at it. The guy I work with. And what happened was, as soon as I slapped my battery on it with the Chinese board, away it went. I said, nothing wrong with that. Then I got a genuine battery and thought, oh, that's what's wrong. She only likes Doctor Lefthandthread's boards. She only goes in Doctor Lefthandthread's things. So you heard it here first. Sometimes batteries that I build myself are better than Milwaukee's batteries. Forget TTA, there's Doctor Lefthandthread is here. When TTA fail, I'm here. That's rough. We need to be rough on that. Good man, Darren. Catch up with you soon. I never got talking to you last week at all. Oh, you want to talk about the made up item to use to help out in the balancing? I must show you that. The wee things have fallen off it, but I'll show you that now in a minute. When I get this done, before I go, I'm going to show you the VC4 X-Star charger. I'm going to show you that. I'm going to show you what I do to balance the cells. How I balance the cells. This is rough, but I love it. Anyhow. I'm going to have to fix something for you tonight, guys, because I was intending to do a battery build the last 2 weeks, but it's just not working out with everything that I have to do. It's just, I'm just getting very busy with this whole TikTok and people send me stuff and all sorts of shenanigans going on. It keeps me from any other projects. I have a spot welder build that I'm thinking of doing, and I don't know if I'll get it done before Christmas. I don't know if I'll get it done before Christmas. Yeah. So they measure how many charges they do, and then if there are too many charges on, they just say no more. It's over. That's what you're saying, John Paul Thornton. Somebody got a bonus about TTA, do you think of that, you know? Somebody had a good Christmas there. Right, I'm about half at this too. Too much. There we are. Far too much stuff in these old Milwaukee batteries. So you don't need to half it. Half it's wasted. I will show you the VC4 charger again. I'll show you what I was doing to balance the boards. One of them other batteries still open, so we'll do that. You remove that item there, it's potentially problematic. There we are. We're alright there. So I haven't got half enough sparks yet, but I suppose we're not done yet. I haven't got half enough sparks. It just would usually deserve, you know, for tuning in. That guy doesn't like me. He'll be calming down now. He'll be thinking, well, maybe he's not so bad, this old Doctor Lefthandthread. Maybe he's not going to blow up the world with his batteries. I wonder if enough solder left to do this, lot. Probably just enough. I want to thank you guys for tuning in again, because the live streams a few months ago, to be honest, every time I did a live stream, I was losing about 3 subscribers. I wasn't gaining any. I don't want to gain any from live streams. I don't expect to. It's not my goal to gain any subscribers from live streams. It's just to entertain the guys that I have, and keeps everything fun. But I'm glad I persevered, because I get much better views on them now, and there's much more positivity, and I have a better following with you guys. There's more of you guys that come on board and are regular, so thank you very much for that. I say last week was one of the most. I didn't think it was a well good stream. I didn't think my repairs went particularly well. I did have a success at the end, but I didn't think it went particularly well compared to other streams, so. But it was good enough. It went on for 2 hours, so it's alright. It was okay. I'm glad I just have enough solder to do this. Oh, that's good solder. Thank you, John Paul Thornton, for that. That is good stuff there. It's just, it glues the metal well, man. Glues the metal. See, it's new glue this metal. Might put a wee nut more than that. I like this stuff. Oh, that's lovely there. Well, it's good for me anyway. Good effort for me. I have enough left, I think. Yep. No, don't worry. Hey, Gazbone, thanks very much for your tip on resetting the boards, Gazbone. If you watch my video that's out on the 12 ampere M18, it worked to good effect. Thank you very, very much for that. It's worth doing these live streams. I'm getting good tips from subscribers. I'm getting people are sending me stuff as well, and you guys are very, very, very supportive, so it's all good. The guys you lose in subs, like you say, Ed, aren't your audience anyway. They never were your audience. Especially if I lose them in live streams. Because if you see me live, this is who I am. So you can edit a video. When you're watching somebody live, that's the way they are. Oh, lovely. Lights. Love that solder. Haven't much left right enough, but there's more coming. There's a brand new box coming. And Ed, the old tech guy, thank you very much for your donation tonight. And thank you very much for your generosity of spirit, which I think is much more important than a person even. I think if somebody has a generous spirit and they're prepared to be friendly and kind, I think that's more important than a win a pound. But send more money, everybody. No, I'm only joking. I know you must have good about it, but I was going earlier tonight because I was expecting more complications tonight, like last week, and ended up being very late last week. Mrs. Lefthandthread wasn't happy now, so I'll have to keep Mrs. Lefthandthread happy tonight. But I'll keep good to my word, John Paul Thornton. We'll have a look at this this X-Star charger. It's one of the latest and greatest in the arsenal, as it were. There we are. Oh, lovely. We've got lights. We got lights. We got power. Yes, we got power. We have the power. I've got the power. There's charging anyway. We'll see if we can get her charged up, and then we'll do a wee voltage measure on her. Is my lead long enough on my X-Tar? I'll take the lead over here. Got another more accessible port here. Have a look at it. This is the X-Tar VC4 Plus cell charger. Charges your cell. Yeah. Measures your resistance, but I'm told these aren't accurate. I don't know. Tells you what capacity you're putting on. It tells you when it's fully charged and tells you if the cell's bad. It also tells you if you've it in the wrong way around. So there you are. All very useful information. I was doing something wacky with them though. I was doing something rather wacky. And I must show you what it is. Wacky but effective. Balancing cells. If you want to balance cells, if you have a Dragon VP4L Plus, that's good. We're nearly getting to that stage. We're nearly getting to that stage. I need to get her a bunch of flares again. I'm not a good flare man, I have to admit. But anyway, these little cases that they used to send you the cells on when it was easy to get cells, they will think that ship may have sailed. And a couple of bits of strip, or a bit of strip there. You can put that in there like that. Connect to the positive with a bit of strip there, for example. We'll need that there, so I'll leave that there. Get some leads. Need them gloves tonight again. Yeah. Use them there. You clip the positive and negative, and you can clip them onto the battery. And what I've done too is I have soldered a little bits of strip on. Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Better in the shed than a pub. Aye. 15mm Dewalt and a couple of pins. That's probably a better job. Aye. I must make something proper, you know. I can't remember where the other one of them went that had the ends glued on. I had strip glued on either end, and then you just clicked on with the clipped on with this sort of arrangement, you know. Very handy. These sort of wee guys. What I did see a guy doing one time was very interesting, and I meant to get them. You can use little magnets. You can put a little magnet in there and stick it to the side of the cell you're charging. You can do that as well. That's a good tip, but I do like my VC4 Plus charger. I was going to buy an Opus one, but they didn't have it on Amazon, so I just bought that. I just wanted it. Yeah. I thought it was ingenious, the guy using the magnets. Just a wee miniature magnet. And he just put it onto the crocodile clip on there. Just a miniature magnet, closed it on, and he... Excellent idea. All you would need is 4 little magnets. That's all you would need to make that work. 4 little magnets and 2 of these. That would work for you. No. I thought it was fantastic. There's a guy, and I can't pronounce his channel name, and he's done a lot of good battery work too. Long before I was even working with batteries, Vueco or something. He seems to do a lot in remote control cars and all sorts of stuff like that, and electric bikes and things like that. So he's good, like. We'll see if this battery charges up. It's charging well anyway. This is a slow charger. I should have put in a fast charger. But sure, we're no hurry, guys, are we? What do we see? Something else we could look at in the meantime. Possibly. I think that battery's not going to be sorted tonight, but this and this. I'd like to try and fix something for you guys. If Milwaukee makes a repairman weep, Hilti makes a repairman have a nervous breakdown. Only Darren's away to lift his young fella, he could attest to that. I don't know, it went off the charger. I'll plug this bad boy in and see. I got this Hilti. This is kind of a triage night, so this would never make a video with this. I would never make a video with this one. But let's see. But it is in the doctor's surgery, and somebody's going to have to deal with. And that someone is me. Not tens, are they? Not tens, will take them on. Nothing doing there. Neo Dynamon magnet. That's the thing about this platform. We learn from each other. It's not, like I always say, there's no trade secrets in Doctor Lefthandthread. He also ain't going to tell us nonsense to. He also is going to want to hear it on you guys. You know? It's a bigger one. The bottom of this thing. I don't think I'm going to get this thing fixed ever, because it's got something that I don't like to start with. It seems to be, it looks like somebody's had it open before. There's a bit of a gap there at the bottom. Somebody's been working with it. We'll see, can we poke it around to see if it's going? The motor stuck, is it? I need to remember I plugged this thing in, because I'm so used to working at cordless tools that I forget when I have a power supply going to something to watch myself. The motor's not spinning anyway. I think there's something blocking it, jamming her up. Something jamming her up. I'd say in the hammer or something. But I don't think I should even bother with that. The brushes aren't even wore out. Maybe there's no power going through the lead. I wonder, should check it out. Maybe there's something as simple as that. Would it be? As you can see, I'm not very interested in fixing this thing. Barely. I always forget when I'm working at I'm not just working at cordless stuff. I came to this fairly late in my career, to be honest. I came to this fairly late in my career. Would it be something as stupid as leads wrong with that? I lack enthusiasm for Hilti sometimes. As a repair doctor on the internet. Hear the torque of that Milwaukee. Remember that name? Milwaukee. Aye. Hilti. Hilti make a grown man cry. Hilti makes a grown man cry. Should have screwed that off to get the lead out. I don't like the fact that somebody has been here before. You know? If you remember Braveheart, Prima Nocte. This is Prima Nocte here. This is Prima Nocte. Somebody's had a night of passion with this thing before I get my hands on her. See? Oh. Not a lead anyway. I am not really well interested in fixing this thing. I must confess. This is kind of behind the scenes, you know, because the things that I would be wanting to fix, you would probably will I go deeper with this? Will I go deeper with this or not? Not tonight. The things that I love fixing, love showing you how to fix, I usually make a video of them if I haven't made a video already. But this is not among the things that I love to fix. I did fix a couple of Hilti items, and I was proud of myself I was able to get them sorted, you know. One in particular. One of them was an old angle grinder, and now it was a good quality plug-in angle grinder. I would think about it was like a model that didn't exist anymore, but the latest model of the same thing was going to be £400. And the boy was using it for engineering every day, so I was very proud that I was able to make that happen. So it's not all pain. There might be something simpler wrong with this, but you know, I've lots of other things that I know I can sort that are far more important. I have a Dewalt nailer that I'm not well enthusiastic about getting into soon too. I'll show you that now in a minute too. I'll put this together. That's another job for another day. Put up the torque on it. That's a job. Definitely another job for another day. It's not for today. Not tonight, Hilti man. Switching the bottom of it too. Run a bit, they'll be alright. I'll see you again, Hilti. I'll see you again. Here we are. I forgot to do my impact driver. I'm not done yet then. Switch your armature, aye. I'll get it figured out, but not tonight. Have this to fix. Have this to fix before we go. I forgot about that. Thought the battery was the finale, but it's not. We're not done yet, guys. That's going well now. Oh, it didn't put that in then. No. It's bent in the odd nail. Funny Darren Irvine's away. Darren Irvine's an expert in those things. Pity he's away, but not. We'll get on with what we can do. We have. What did I do with the wee kit? There we are. We'll not need the iron for this. We'll keep that charging away, that battery. Switch our armature gas bone. Let's see if we can. What do we do with this? Try and get closer, will we? Anyway, this is a DCD or DCF, sorry, 787. Get the screwdriver. This little ring can be problematic sometimes. Sometimes. There we are now. There's a full kit, so we don't really need anything. There's a spring missing there. That wouldn't have been helping. But the full kit here. I might keep that little spring. Oh, and that little ball. And the full kit. Let's see. Ray Gonzalez from Pierre Gaz, you got that right. New pin for the nailer, John Paul Thornton. I know the springs are out. I don't fix Hiltis tonight anyway. A lot of power in that nailer. Them circlips are night now. They're awful. Anyway, Dean Doherty seems a very moody Phil. He seems to take it very seriously. I don't want to slag him off because he's a very, 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 very good repairman, and I don't say that lightly. He is excellent at what he does. Um, I have a different presenting style than him, and I'm definitely not going to slag him off. Definitely not. I just work differently in my presenting style. You wouldn't see him sawing a circuit board off a Milwaukee battery with a Dremel. If that would sum up the difference between me and him, I don't know. I don't know about this kit. I'll put the rings that I'm not using here. What's that ring for? Well, we'll get her together anyway. We'll worry about that later. Oop. Dean takes it all serious, I think. But I don't want to say anything bad, because people have to get offended. Like I said before, I don't fall out with anybody. People can't fall out with me. I don't need any more enemies. No new ones, please. Dab agrees. I'll do it no harm. That's the clip. The new clip's going to be difficult to get on because it's very, very tight. If I'm really bit, they can use the old one, but you know, we'll see how we get on. I nearly forgot to do this. Let's see. The washer's the right size. That was the wrong size of washer. That's right. Buddy Darren Irvine's away. He has a machine for putting this on. He's in the Dewalt repair centre, and what you do is you get a machine that's it's over £100. You just line all up and you just push it down and everything goes into place. Saves you jagging your fingers like I'm doing. So Darren sent me a video of it one time. It's very interesting. But you'd need to be doing a lot of them to make it worthwhile. I'm not doing enough of them. The worst one of these I did was a Hilti one time. And I got it working. I didn't put it together quite in the right configuration. But I am Doctor Lefthandthread. This is sometimes what I do. That's it. Or as Dean Doherty would say, that's her. But now, it would be bad of me to slag off Dean Doherty, because I have less than 6,000 subs and he has over 60,000 subs, so he's I throw stuff about the bench a bit. But he's got a hell of a following. If I had half his subscribers, I'd be over the moon. Well, I should be happy with what I do have. As a fake doctor on the internet, I think I'm doing alright. But if I'm sitting here with my 5,000 odd subs and I'm slagging him off and he's got 64,000 subs or whatever, that's bad looking for me. Not that. It's just waggling all over the place. Wouldn't be Dewalt if it wasn't. But I fixed the thing that I was supposed to fix, so I can't complain about that. At least that's one of them Dewalties fixed. This is still charging. What do we see? What we're at here in the chat. Follow your videos, like your maintenance portals. Thank you, Ray Gonzalez from PR. Structure good. He's very good repairman. He fingers is all there. Anyway, thank you for everything, guys. He's very instructional. He's very good. He's took on some real difficult fixes there. He's took on some stuff there. If I was to sit here and slag him off, it wouldn't be for any good reason. It's a bit of jealousy or something. Wouldn't be for any good reason. He's a very good repairman. He knows what he's doing. He knows his tools. He's doing something right because of the following he's now got. He's got a severe following. If I had his amount of subscribers, I wouldn't be able to engage with my subscribers as well as I do. I wouldn't be able to answer comments as well as I do. So thank you, Ed. I have over 5,000 subs. A few weeks back, it's 5,000. I want to say 390 or something like that. 390. Is it 290, 300? Something like that. We'll say 5,300 to be on the safe side. It took a lot of work, and I appreciate getting that far, because when I went on TikTok, going back to Dean Doherty, when I went on TikTok, there was some boy said to me on one of the comments that I was no Dean Doherty, and I says, I know. I'm not Dean Doherty. Neither do I wish to be. I'm Dr. Lefthandthread. I told him I was the de facto battery doctor of the internet. There's people watching my battery videos that know more about batteries than I do. But there's nobody doing the level of battery content that I'm doing. And it's a bit of a voyage of discovery in these batteries, because I started fixing these batteries less than 2 years ago. And I'm kind of just keeping going and developing techniques to fix these things. Like you seen with the VC4 charger, that kind of thing. It's all improving. And I'm glad you're seeing my things unfold in real time, basically. And I would never, ever pretend to know everything. There's a lot of experts on the internet. There's a lot of people that they're very good at what they do, and they have a right to feel that they're top of their game. But there's other people, however, maybe oversell themselves a little bit and don't admit their shortcomings. I would admit that I don't know everything. And I'm going to be upfront with you guys. I've just learned this myself. Everything you see me doing, I'm learning every day. 5.39. Thank you, John Paul Thornton. Thank you, John Paul Thornton. But that's one of the points of these live streams, is to show you guys that watch my streams exactly what kind of guy you're dealing with. Because I'm not a guy that knows everything or pretends to know everything. And my channel wasn't set up that way, that I'm the expert on this, I'm the authority on this, X, whatever, YZ. It was to encourage people like myself that were having a go to have the guts to have a go. Because sometimes you need a little bit of encouragement just to get you over the line. Just to get you over the line. Sometimes you'd be afraid to take the screws out of a drill. Sometimes you'd be afraid to take the top off a battery. We've all been there. And you realise, you know, you can get the bug very quickly if you open like a big Hilti machine, you discover that it's a broken lead, you think, oh, this is easy. And if you discover you need brushes, you think, well, I can do that, you know. It's we've got a fully charged battery now, guys. It hasn't took a bad voltage. What I show you here now? So it's to encourage people who normally wouldn't try to try. 20.1. 20.1 on holding. That belongs to a guy from a mile down the road. The one from last week's on its way to Galway. You should get it tomorrow, I hope. But yeah, we have ourselves a battery. Yeah. But thanks very much to you guys for tuning in every week without fail. And thanks for all your tips. Thanks for all your advice. Every day's a school day and every night's a school night. And we'll have to do something wacky fairly soon to give you guys something back for all your efforts. Also, I was planning, I might have mentioned it earlier, did I? I was planning on doing a spot welder build soon when I get all the stuff in. And I might have an SDS for next week to fix. I might do an SDS fix. Hey, thanks, Ford. You have to be a bit of crack. This is not serious. They're not nice getting out of this life alive. They're not nice getting out of here alive. It's not that serious. You seen me cutting a circuit board off a battery with a Dremel. What's more fun than that? Yeah. Thank you, Roger Stills and Mischief. That's really what my channel was all about. But it's kind of backfired on me in a good way and a bad way. It's kind of backfired me and kind of helped me. Because I have quite an abundance of stuff to put up in videos and doing live streams. You know, I have quite an abundance of that. Because people are starting to see me on TikTok locally and they're saying, oh, everybody's saying I'll send you batteries from Galway or I'll, you know, whatever. But I might get too much at some stage, and it's getting nearly like that stage. I didn't really refuse anything. I refused a Hilti nailer the other day. But I'm well pleased with the last few fixes I've done. The video for this should be out in a few weeks' time when I get it edited. The video for that's out tonight. It's out and all. The video for the battery that's away to Galway is out at 6:30. It's there and all. It's out and all. And there's more to come. There's queued videos that are maybe less appealing than the ones I've already done or whatever. But thank you very much, guys. And what is he? How long? Yeah. Yeah, you have to get over the fear of fixing stuff. You have to be prepared to wreck all in front of you. I think that's the key. If you're not afraid to wreck what you're working at, you can probably fix it. If you're afraid to break it, you'll not take out a screw. Or you're afraid of a battery blowing up on you, you'll not take the screws out of it. Well, thank you very much, John Paul Thornton, and I hope you do enjoy this stream. I'm trying to I was doing videos for years, and the early videos I didn't even speak on. They were a bit Charlie Chaplin, if you know what I mean. They're a bit like, they weren't in black and white. They weren't in high resolution, but there was no text on screen. I've done all that. I've done the talking hands videos. I'm talking over the video, but you don't see me. And then, earlier on this year, it must have been April time, I started to come from behind the camera and started to talk to my audience. My brother Martin told me you have to get a way to get your personality on screen. And I says, it's not really about me, it's about the stuff I'm fixing. He says, but you have to get something, you have to get more of you, to personalise it a wee bit more. And live streams was the best way of doing that, I still enjoy YouTube better than TikTok. But whatever it is with TikTok, everything I fix in TikTok goes according to plan. It goes just so clockwork, and everything goes wrong on here. But I think that's part of the fun. I'm probably, fingers crossed, have at least one SDS thing from SDS Dewalt for you guys next week. I think it's one of the old ones somebody's bringing me. And God knows what else is going to come through the door all week. Hopefully, I'm kind of hoping it's not as much stuff as last week, because there was just stuff flying at me from all angles last week, and I still have a lot of it not sorted. Some of it written in parts, like I've shown you, and some of it, like that Hilti, that I'm not enthusiastic about, and whatever. But thanks very much, guys, for watching. And thanks for tuning in. Thanks for checking out my videos. And stay in touch. I'm still at 5,390 odd subs. I'm still not big enough that I'm going to miss your comments. I'm going to be able to answer all your comments, and I'm going to be able to engage with my audience. So have a nice night, and thanks for tuning in. And do it next week. I don't know what time I'm going to go next week. If I think it's going to be straightforward, I'll go 9. If it's too much, a whole lot of stuff, I'll go 8. So good night, and look after yourselves.